Snow White has been all over the big screen in 2012 with Mirror Mirror and Snow White and the Huntsman, but trust me, you've never seen Snow White quite like this. Ross Petty Productions are bringing the fairy tale back to the Toronto stage for the holiday season.
This is actually the third incarnation of Snow White's over the years. The last one was about 7 years ago when we had Snow White in a group of 7, which is about a boy band. But this time we have the little different twist that 007 is in the dwarf's cottage. The dwarfs are nowhere to be seen.
Snow White's everywhere this year. There's been 2 movies that bring back Snow White, so now we got the production again. So what is it about Snow White that you wanted to do it again?
Well, you know, that was one of the reasons for making the decision to go with Snow White this year again, because I felt that there would be a lot of momentum with the Julia Roberts movie and then with the Charlize Theron movie. And of course, I'm playing the evil stepmother, and of course, who could be more evil than me rather than Julia or Charlize, please?
So why do you like doing these kind of offbeat production of these fairy tales?
I like doing it because my audience demands it. I mean, you know, over 17 years of doing these shows at the Elgin, we've always, twisted the fairy tale story. We've introduced a lot of fairy tale characters such as Red Riding Hood, Jack and the Beanstalk, Little Pig from Three Little Pigs, and Pinocchio is making a guest appearance too.
Well, I'm playing Ham, the pig who is a lot like Don Cherry. And Billy here is playing Pinocchio, of course. And
Pino for short.
Pino, yes. And we are pretty much Don Cherry, Ron McLean, kind of a duo. Not completely, but
No.
You'll see a lot of hints of that.
So how do you guys prepare to play a wooden boy and then a pig?
Right.
It's a lot of intense character research.
Yeah.
You know, I spent a lot of time at puppet workshops. No, I didn't do any of that. I think I watched the Disney film years ago, and I just feel like I draw on my own inner wooden puppet.
Don Cherry is pretty. It's a pretty iconic Canadian figure, but I'm also playing a pig, so I'm trying to find ways to balance that the pig inside of me.
But do you guys have like a voice for the characters? Can I hear the voices?
I mean, Don Cherry's got kind of this, kind of a Don Cherry voice, but he also has a bit of that, kind of crassness to it, and that's kind of more of a Pumbaa, less of a Don Cherry, but every once in a while, he'll pump it up like that.
And as for Pinocchio, like I said, not really doing a Ron McLean voice, so sort of exploring that whole young boy who's just trying to figure out is he a puppet? Is he a boy? Will he ever be a real boy? You know, that sort of thing. So he sort of lives right about there. Yeah.
It's a prepubescent. What do you get out of this? Why do you enjoy it so much?
Audience participation is nowhere else found other than this kind of English pantomime tradition. And when I say pantomime, I want the audience to understand it's not about Marcel Marceau. There's so much raucous behavior, so much interaction with the audience, so many jokes that fly over the kids' heads and land right for the adults. We love that part best.
You can catch the Dopey Family Musical at the Elgin Theatre through January 5th.